Welcome back to Chow Time Pods. Your host, Red. Got a video today from Alpha Central. Please like, subscribe, comment down below. I really appreciate that. Let's get that. Chow time. You're such strong, independent women. Me, every time I have to actually be strong.
Cry me a river. It's called acting like an adult.
Yeah.
Men will deny this, but they're
Hey, it's your house, right? You paid for it. You're strong and independent. Now you gotta shovel it.
lying when they say they want peace.
Okay then, what do they really want?
What do
They
we
love
want?
selfish, independent, unbothered women that are difficult and stress them out.
No, they don't. That's just what those types of women tell themselves so they can justify their own poor behaviors.
Women that are too nice and predictable don't give them enough to worry about.
And those are the types of women that actually find healthy relationships.
I'm glad Lady J's talking about this, because all men want is peace, not chaos.
Oh yeah, we saw this. She literally slows it down as she's like trying to aim it. Like, girl, you can literally just release it from the top and just let it drop and it'd be stronger than
And
you
she's getting
actually.
paid to do this. My 3-year-old little nephew with his little plastic playset can do better with a hammer. Come on.
Do women need men?
No. We don't.
Why not?
We are capable of being happy without a man.
Wow, how does that make you feel?
She's got me, so.
He still makes me happy, but
Do women need men?
no. No.
So why did you say that men need women, but women don't need men?
Because usually men are useless. Sorry. Okay.
Did you say that?
Yeah, that's just exactly what they think. They really think men out there just don't do anything at all. That society runs on its own.
To your father?
I don't know.
No, I'm serious. Is your dad useless?
No. Oh, man.
And I wonder who made the car she drove in, or the machine that made her clothes.
If all women disappeared, this would be the end of the human species. However, of all the surviving men, if all men disappeared,
I'd have a party.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think a
So-
lot of women would actually have parties,
And then we'd...
and then they would within a year.
Yeah, perfect.
oh
Can't wait.
no, I would say 50% of women are within 3 weeks.
You think?
Yes, I think.
No way.
Yes.
We'd like machinery and like make the ozone layer like open all the way up,
Yeah,
and
we'd
then
too
we
much
all die
hairspray.
of like radiation poisoning.
No, it's just men are so involved in critical infrastructure that women are not involved in these fields. There wouldn't be a knowledge base to be able to replace them. And also, not only that, even if there was enough women to get into these fields, the cascading chaos that would ensue, everything would be completely.
You're
all the
probably right, but
all
imagine...
the telecoms,
Yeah, but
whereas
see, she
everything.
thinks
I wasn't gonna say that I think that we would be able, that everything would be peachy keen if all men just disappeared, but I'm saying that wouldn't it be nice if our society didn't rely so heavily on one part of the species?
I literally could not agree with you more. Where the are all the women? Oil workers.
Yeah.
Where are they?
Both genders are important in their own way. One can't simply live without the other, and that's...
She's mad that they depend on men for a majority of the things. Maybe get your ass out there and work.
That's just the truth.
People always ask me, Sophia, how do you change a tire? And I'm here to tell you, I have no idea.
Hey, at least Sophia can admit it.
Put an electric car in a car wash because car wash is wet and you can't get an electric car wet. So I never thought of how.
What is it, just not rain where you live? It
Yeah.
rains. Water comes out of the clouds. You know what? Why do I even explain my...
Her car must be extremely dirty if she doesn't get it wet at all. She's just dumb.
We deserve more.
Of course,
Everybody.
I agree.
Everybody.
I agree with that.
Because I'm hearing like, yeah, they don't give us, if y'all don't give us what we want, like, we sitting out.
That's a possibility for real.
Yeah.
It was.
Thank you. Save
It was
some
kind of
limits.
a possibility on the last one, but like now I feel
It's
like
like-
just with the leverage
I
that
heard, yeah.
you know we have right now,
What
and it's just a
leverage?
time that
You're still losing
women's
money.
basketball is going crazy. They're really,
It won't get what we
be
want.
it's gonna be a time next year.
How can the WNBA get paid more if people aren't showing up to watch the games? Where would the money come from?
Be single and pay all your bills, or be in a relationship and go 50-50. I choose single.
I'd rather be single and pay all my bills. Be single and pay all my bills. Honestly, when you with me, you gotta pay for everything.
Man, if you were to ask this to men be like, hell yeah, 50-50, let's go.
I don't have a problem with going 50-50 long as you work and clean the house and I work and cook. That's how it works.
Do they realize
Actually,
that
that's
going...
not bad. Work, cook, work, clean the house. You don't have to clean the house that often. I think that's actually pretty fair.
Going 50-50 is more cost efficient, or is pride blinding them?
It's
What's your age?
I'm 28 years old.
Are you single?
Yes.
Do you think that being single at 28 as a woman is a red flag in 2025?
No.
Why not?
Wearing that. It's a red flag.
I'm a strong, independent. I know what I want. I'm not willing to settle for less.
What is it that you want from?
Again, they say it like so straightly, like as it's a motto that they literally coached themselves to say, all women, strong, independent, I don't need no man.
A man that you're looking to date now.
They need to bring value, you know? You need to bring good times, laughter, happiness, support, loyalty.
Money.
You need to be a man. You need to be a protector and a provider.
There's the
And
money
if
part
you
right
can't,
there,
then
the man.
You can't be in my life.
And what does financial support from a man at 28 look like to you?
I don't know, a man that's not afraid to say yes to things. I need a man that's not
She has a manly voice.
gonna say no.
So if you tell him, I need the Dior bag, he needs to just get it. Here's the card, baby, go get it.
I shouldn't have to tell him, but I ain't looking for that. I'm looking for a
Shouldn't
man who
have
wants
to
to take
tell
care
him,
of me and the
guys.
things that I need.
We should just go buy $5,000 bags because we should know. You didn't know, guys? You didn't know?
If I need a phone, if I need tires, if I need gas, if I need food, those are the things.
If you needed your rent paid, he should be able to cover it.
Yeah.
Why do men have to bring all of that when you're an independent woman? Sounds pretty contradictory, doesn't it?
Breaking news, New Zealand has just made history after it loses its first naval ship worth $100 million to sea since World War II. The HMNZS Manawanui came into trouble when it was conducting a survey on a reef, caught fire, and then capsized. What a disaster. All 75 crew members abandoned ship and made it to shore. Captain named Yvonne Gray, a lesbian, a former teacher, was handed the ship as her first in her career with the focus of diversity, equity, and respect for the personnel. Guess this is what DEI looks like.
So they risked people's lives as well as a historical ship, all for diversity?
And it's also defense. That's the other part. You just literally lost a naval ship that was worth a lot of money that uses to defend your country.
Stupidity at its finest.
Have you got peas though? You got money?
I've got my own money, yeah. I'm a strong, independent woman. Do you find that attractive?
Yeah, but I feel like you're a type, bruv. Like, I feel like you ain't
No.
spending none of your money on nobody.
Why should I spend my own money? I'm too pretty to pay for stuff.
She's got to pay.
I'm offended. So I think I am actually a 50-50 girl.
Yeah.
But only in the sense of that you give me 50% of your bank account, 50% of your mortgage, 50% of your house. That's my kind of 50-50.
Obviously, she's trolling.
Are you on
because
medication?
she's
This
stupid.
girl is definitely on medication, bruv.
I agree, but if she's on medication, then that means 50% of women are also on it as well.
I ain't never seen a man that I need. You're all replaceable. Don't ever get too comfortable and don't ever think otherwise. You're a guest in this household and you can be kicked out just as quickly as you were welcomed in.
I just get so confused when I see these ladies that are using filters, a ton of makeup, drawn on eyebrows, fake eyelashes, and where you can still see the glue at the top of their head for hair that is not theirs. So confidently come on the screen and talk about men.
With all the fake add-ons, she can be replaced with a simple trip to Walmart.
If you had to choose between Taylor Swift tickets or one Bitcoin, what would you choose?
Taylor Swift tickets. I don't really care about Bitcoin that much. Taylor Swift tickets? Are you kidding me? Are you joking?
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'd rather choose the thing that's like
You're stupid.
I can hold in my hand. Like, I'd rather choose the thing that I can go to and not worry about it disappearing.
I hope they find out that they can buy hundreds of Taylor Swift tickets with like a single Bitcoin.
Without it disappearing.
This woman wrote
Like it just dissolves or something.
for Cosmopolitan magazine back in the 70s. And she openly admits how the women's movement lied to women.
There it is.
This woman sat back and said, I was married for 40 years. The owner of Cosmopolitan was married for 50 years. But this was an actual orchestrated plan of selling products to modern American women.
That's all it was,
you don't
dude.
sell a piano to modern people. You sell a lifestyle and you sell a music room and you sell, if you want to live well, you need a music room. And then modern people will say music room need piano.
Yes.
How do you sell tampons, beauty products, birth control, girls trips and all this other stuff to women. You sell a lifestyle.
This is all a gigantic marketing scheme? Makes sense.
Is she like a raptor or something? Freaking with raptor claws.
Good luck with actually trying that in real life.
Right?
She be doing everything except for hiring a lawyer and petitioning for visitation in court.
And that's the problem. Y'all make it hard for a man to be in a child's life. Why in the would DDG have to do all that? Why should he have to do all that? To be a father? I have to hire a lawyer to get visitation to see my son? My bad.
Which that cost probably 50 to 100 grand.
Our son, you know what I'm saying? Like, why would I have to do that as a man? Shout out to the women that don't make it hard for a man to be a father. Even if y'all have y'all differences, even if y'all got y'all troubles, even if y'all look at each other different, even if y'all hate each other. Shout out to the women that let the men be fathers.
If a man wants to be a father, why would you stop them?
How old are you? And you're single? Why are you single, ma'am? Are you giving up? You're gonna die soon. You better die with somebody. You're gonna die by yourself.
Life is too short to be picky.
Do you think a man can raise children without a woman?
Yes.
80% of the jails are from single parent households, right? And majority of those single parent households are single mother households. Now, there is nothing that beats a two-parent household as far as chances and luck and statistics as far as becoming successful and not a statistic, right? So, but the single fathers have a big advantage over single mothers. I ain't gonna count because you got to think about it though.
They're only slightly less than the dual parent household. Slightly.
When it comes to jail, most men that are in jail are there because they made an emotional decision. They made a split-second decision that cost them years of their life. And who is the person that teaches a man not to be emotional or how to control their emotions? Their father. Their father will tell you, like, hey, man, get your up here, punch you in the chin. Hey, get up. You know what I'm saying? Whereas a mother will nurture that baby. Like
it's probably been a big part of why I'm so not emotional. My father was. I've never seen my father really show much emotion. A little bit of happiness and smiling. Hardly ever seen him sad. I've seen him stressed, but I've also only seen my father cry once ever in my life, and that was at mother's funeral. And I didn't even think that he was going to cry then because they weren't together anymore. He was already remarried, and my mother was already remarried. But it was a shock to me, especially him crying about it. But it made sense because he valued her. She gave him the 3 loving kids that he loves now, and without her, he wouldn't have us. That's how he feels. And it's men.
It's okay, you can cry, you know what I'm saying? And so now you get these children that become men and they ain't got control of their emotions, so they haven't been taught that because they didn't have a male figure in their life and they end up making emotional decisions that end up having them locked up for years. So I think that fathers are almost the key to black men not going to jail because there is no
shout outs to you, Ugly Money, for saying it.
Body that on this block that I was scared of more than my father. What y'all got going on? I gotta go talk to Philip Harris Sr. and I'm not dealing with him. So I'm not about to do that dumb y'all doing because my daddy at home. Now I know I could get away with a lot with my mama, but my pop, that hand's strong.
My dad didn't have to say much. He just looked at you. And then with this stern look, and you knew you fucked up. You knew you fucked up.
He actually has a good point. At the end of the day, it takes a man to raise one.
It's feminism that has demonized femininity, taken those sacred duties that a woman has done throughout human history and said, oh no, that puts you below a man, you should do what men do. Feminism doesn't actually serve women's interests. And I think it's interesting watching women wake up and say, hang on a second, 50 years ago, I could have stayed at home, hung out with my friends, spent time with the kids, supported my man and not have to put up with all this corporate nonsense. How dare they make a woman's traditional role somehow weak or below? Traditional men didn't.
Or slavery.
Didn't do that.
It's almost like feminists hate women as well.
What's the question?
Why is the front wheel not moving?
That is actually a good question.
That's what I'm saying. No, I'm not joking.
I know. Wait. No, show me.
What?
What do you think should be happening?
You don't have all-wheel drive bike, girl.
Right now.
Front wheel should be moving.
Front wheel should be moving.
Yeah. Why isn't Ollie moving?
Maybe the chain's disconnected to the front wheel.
I don't
I wonder how she thinks a shopping cart works.
Whoa, 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 whoa. What are you doing, kid? Oh, it's like running away. Oh, I thought somebody was driving it. My man!
A 9-year-old boy showed more strength and courage
My
than a
man!
full-grown woman. What kind
I was confused at what was going on. I thought he was trying to that someone was trying to run him over. But no, the man was stopping a runaway freaking van. My man. And I say man.
What example is she setting for other women?
Go ahead. So we're continuing, right? Where you don't need me? You said you needed beans to finish your cooking? Go jump for it. Go jump for it. Jump for it. Get it. You don't need me, right?
Oh, this will definitely not be her last time asking him for help.
Why are you single?
Why do you guys not have a stool at the house? You know, it definitely helps her out.
I don't think I have a lot to give to another person at the moment. I don't think I have a lot of time or a lot of energy to give to a partner, so I don't think I'd be a very good girlfriend at the moment. I'm kind of focusing on me, which is a bit cliche. I feel like it's a bit of a cliche phrase, like focusing on me, but like, I am.
If the right man came along right now, that ticks all your boxes, would you give him a chance?
Yeah.
Even though you think you wouldn't be a good girlfriend right now.
I feel like that would be really silly if I was to pass up like someone that ticked all my boxes. I felt
But you would screw it up because you're still working on yourself. Why do you not realize that part?
that would be really silly, but I'm not going out seeking it out. If it came along, cool, but I'm not looking for it. I really like a person with self-discipline. I like someone who looks after themselves, who has a bit of routine, who has drive, who has goals, who's mature. I don't want to feel like I'm like mothering a person to be the best version of themselves. They need to do that on their own.
You can't get something if you're not looking for it. Last time I checked, life isn't a fairy tale.
I'm sure by now you've seen women on TikTok going viral stating they feel safer with a bear than a man.
Loved it.
And these women are sending a powerful and meticulously crafted political
I love
message that
Ryan
says
Long.
to the world, we are bad at risk analysis, stop making us do it.
For years, the world has told women, we need more of you to trade crypto, gamble, enroll in actuarial sciences.
Enter STEM fields.
And other risk analysis adjacent fields. And these women revolted by saying, enough is enough. I can't even tell if a human man is more dangerous than a bear. Please stop trying to force me to run a hedge fund.
And I gotta confess, because I'm guilty as anyone. When I saw that men are 91% more likely than females to be invested in the stock market, or that 95% of professional poker players are men, I thought these women are just being lazy, and we need a few more articles to force them into these fields.
Ignorant.
Completely ignorant. And I'm ashamed to say that when I first saw the man or bear trend, I took it at face value, and I said, I know that driving a car is dangerous, for example, but I would obviously be safer on the road than in a cage with a mountain lion, even if there are fewer deaths by lions due to frequency of encounters.
Perhaps we should stop comparing people, especially random men, to dangerous animals.
Pay my own bills, fine chicks, 6 figures.
Hey.
I don't need no man trying to go 50-50. I don't need no man trying to go 50-50.
Well, when you're broke, dusty, musty, crusty.
I don't need no man
Broke,
tryna
dusty,
go
musty,
50-50.
crusty.
Hey.
Broke, dusty, musty, crusty.
Well, they won't be finding any good men in 2025, I guess.
The hell?
Maybe we should just keep all motorized vehicles away from her.
How many women does it take to put a spare tire on a car?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's about 7 of you. 8. The one that just got out of camera right now. You gotta share the load, share the strength, you know? One person does it the hardest, and then they're weak now, and they gotta bring another person that does it their hardest, and then they become weak now. You know? Transfer of energy. Oh no.
Seems like men are needed after all, eh?
If a woman is always right and a man is always wrong, then who wins in an argument between two lesbians?
They probably argued for hours when they got home.
Tell me what men bring to the table.
That's a wrap that I've made into a pencil case. So
This was actually
you
pretty
unzip
cool.
it. It's a real wrap. Look, you can make him wave at you. You wave his back legs. You can make his feet clap, mate, if like you're a weirdo. But
You gotta keep your pencils in there so you can get quite a lot of space in there.
If he's bringing that to the table, then his woman might be a bit surprised.
Freaked out.
Okay, someone should take her license away as soon as possible.
For women out there in America, if you are leaving a marriage, first of all, I applaud you for making a decision for you and doing what's right for you. It's hard to pick yourself when you become one with somebody because you're one. And then all of a sudden, when things are bad, you have to just choose you. So I went into a business that I was passionate about, which is decor and hair, and I'm acting now, so.
Well, Portia, after listening to all of that, I see why you had 2 failed marriages. We should encourage women not to leave a marriage. Of course, there are exceptions, like and other things. But when you say to women out there, I applaud you for making decisions for you and doing what's right for you, it's not all about you.
Yep.
You make decisions that's good for the outcome of your children, which is to grow up with something called a father in the household. I mean, a study after study shows that kids with both parents do better with grades, friends, and future, okay? So I think with that advice of yours, you're basically encouraging women to follow your path, sacrifice their kids to play the main character, maybe have a career if they're lucky, yet still end up miserable like Whoopi.
Maybe instead of divorcing men, she should be more careful about
Whoopi caught astray on that one.
Who she marries.
You know what gives me the ick? Men. Men. Men.
Us.
The list is getting too long. At this point, we should all just stay single.
When I decided that I was going to tell him that I wanted a divorce, we sit down in our session. It's like really tense, really awkward. My ex was sitting there like, so why do we have an emergency session? The therapist was like, Jamie, do you want to start? And I just started crying and I was like, I want a divorce. He sat there quiet. I'm sitting next to him crying. He didn't move. He didn't look at me. He didn't react at all. He just was stone cold. And eventually our therapist was like, would you like to respond? So he responded right away and he's like, fine, let's just go ahead and finalize the details. Like, I knew that I was ready to leave that day, but I couldn't believe that that was his reaction. There was no empathy. There was no compassion. There was no, like, wanting to fight for us, and I was like, so what are we going to do? And he just kept playing. And he was like, I already got an apartment. I already took my name off of the lease.
Why should he fight when she's not fighting as well? It's about matching their energy, and he did exactly that.
Shout outs to good fathers out there that are in their kids' lives, giving them the best future possible. It's hard to imagine so many kids that grew up without fathers, and it's becoming the norm nowadays. Let's reverse that trend if we can. Please like, subscribe, comment down below. I really appreciate that, and catch you guys next time.